Temperatures a little below normal, but we're tracking more clouds, rainfall, but also much warmer weather ahead. A taste of summer returns. We'll show you that next.
You're watching News 18 at 6. News from where you live.
Good evening, I'm Jeff Smith.
And I'm Samantha Tiki. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, 3 people are in jail tonight after a crime spree last year across Lafayette's south side that left 1 man dead and 2 others injured.
Indictments of murder, attempted murder, armed robbery, and aggravated battery, among many others, come after a months-long grand jury investigation. News 18's Joe Paul is live tonight near Teal Road West in Spring Gardens Apartments. He also spoke to one of the victim's family members. Joe, 2 of the suspects are accused of not 1, but 2 drive-by shootings.
Hey, Jeff and Sam, that's right. The most recent shooting happened on August 31st. 24-year-old Jeremy Dumas had just left Spring Gardens Apartments on his bike. That's when his sister says he was gunned down, left to die here on the sidewalk like a dog.
265 days. I walked around feeling like rocks on my chest. I felt like I was drowning inside my own body. But that phone call today, I can breathe. And I'm just glad my monsters are off the street.
Bruce Alexander Jr., Willie James, and Charlie Moore are charged in an August 31st drive-by shooting that killed 24-year-old Jeremy Dumas. His sister, Shatamara McNeely, says the trio left him for dead.
And for him to get gunned down and left on the street like a dog, it's just sad.
McNeely called her brother a good man who would give you the shirt off his back. He leaves behind a 6-year-old daughter.
We're losing too many young kids. Now it's 3 kids going to jail for murder. We got another dead person, which is my brother. Another child out here without a father. We are better than this. It's time to let this go.
The deadly shooting was the latest in an alleged crime spree over the course of nearly 2 weeks. Alexander and Moore are also charged with attempted murder in an August 20th drive-by shooting on Central Street that hurt 2 men. They're also accused of an August 19th armed robbery of 5 people at Hannah Park.
They don't have no soul. They have the heart of a devil. That's how they was able to sleep so long. 265 days. They don't have a conscience. They're monsters.
After 265 long days, McNeely says she finally feels justice.
And I just want to thank Lafayette Police Department for investigating and not letting up and fought to get justice for my brother.
The trio appeared in court today for initial hearings. Alexander and Moore also face charges of perjury and are accused of making false statements to grand jurors. Moore faces another charge of obstruction of justice for allegedly threatening or coercing witnesses during the grand jury investigation. Reporting live in Lafayette, Joe Paul, News 18.
Joe, thank you very much. Well, to weather now, cooler night expected, but we do have a warm-up on the way as well.
Yes, we do. Storm Team 18 Chief Meteorologist Chad Evans joins us now with a look at the forecast. Hey, Chad.
Yeah, and it was cool this morning. 40 at Morocco, way below normal. 45 at Delphi. We got down to 45 at Winnemac. 47 Flora, Lafayette to Peru, though, and even a 46 down south here at Covington. It's been a nice comfy day. Temperatures still running mid to upper 60s over the area after highs anywhere from 65 to 71 this afternoon with a nice refreshing east-northeast wind blowing. So these highs of 64 to 71 are still a little bit below normal, but eventually we're going to surge back above normal. And with that, we're going to have to introduce the risk of some severe weather down the road, though we've been missing a lot of the big events. We had at least 3 tornadoes south of Indy on Saturday and straight line winds to 90 miles an hour and more widespread severe weather all east of us this afternoon. Now, for the evening, though, it's not going to be overly warm. Still comfy. East-northeast winds down to 63 at 8, 59 at 9, and 57 at 10 o'clock. We'll dig into that risk of isolated severe weather this week and also when we'll see the summer-like heat return next.
Chad, thank you. An Indiana organization is trying to help parents who are struggling because of the nationwide baby formula shortage. News 18's Perry Apostolakos is in studio with a look at that tonight. Perry?
Hey there, Jeff. The formula shortage continues to affect those with babies, even as the U.S. government takes steps to intervene. we're still a long way from the end of what has been a crisis for many families. A large part of the shipment of formula landing in Indianapolis yesterday, the first installment of the Biden administration's Operation Fly formula, will not hit shelves for a couple of weeks as it undergoes proper testing. So in the meantime, organizations like the Milk Bank, a breast milk bank in Indianapolis, have been seeing increases in need as well as donations. Jenna Strite, the bank's advancement director, says they have seen a 98% increase in the number of calls from families seeking donor milk. And she says the supply hasn't dwindled. About 400 potential donors have asked how to send their milk just this month.
Typically, if you reach out to us to receive donor milk, we can get that milk to you within 24 hours.
Milk has a processing fee of $4.50 an ounce. Donors undergo a screening before sending in milk. Then the milk is analyzed for nutritional value, pasteurized, and tested by a third-party lab. Breast milk can be universally donated and accepted by any donor and baby. A breast milk aversion or allergy in babies, Strite says, is rare. Reporting in studio today, Perry Apostolakos, News 18.
Thank you so much, Perry. And an IU health expert is giving parents advice on formula alternatives. Selena McNulty is a manager for labor and delivery and mother-baby at IU Health Arnett. She says parents should always consult their pediatrician if they're having a hard time finding formula for their baby. McNulty also says to never water down formula to make it last. Cow's milk and goat's milk could be options depending on your baby's age. She says formula alternatives should always be discussed with a healthcare professional.
You don't have to use the exact brand of formula that you've been using for the past however many months old your child is. It's okay to switch to any of the brands of formula that we have.
McNulty encourages parents to call grocery stores daily to check on formula stock. She also says smaller grocery stores may be a good resource for formula.